So
Let's
you know
get
you're live, right?
Yes, we are live on Man to Man TV. Yes, we're live. What's up? What's up, Tony?
look. She
Whatever,
trying to get off.
Ricky.
Look, she
What?
trying to get off right now. You didn't get
Yes,
off
she.
fast enough.
Yeah, I know she's trying it, huh, Chris? She's
Hey
trying it.
guys.
What's up? How you doing?
Oh,
What's
it's
happening?
it is what it is.
Yeah,
It is what it is. What they used
good.
to say in my day is copacetic.
Oh, it's copacetic. Oh, okay, I heard that. Hey, see, Chris. See, right before the show, she was sending some mixed signals. You see that, right?
Yeah, that's what the women do.
You
Let's
know,
make signals.
right? Because
Oh,
she
what
was
you
sitting
looking
here.
on stock for? You
Right
didn't
now,
know that.
wait. Hey, now she's giving the look like what? I just said I might come on the show, and then she's like, "Well, no, I'm not going to come on the show." And I said,
Look,
"No, come on the
mixed
show."
signals.
Mixed signals.
Mixed signals.
See?
Didn't take all
That's
that.
not
All
a
that
mixed
long.
signal. I
No,
said I may.
May.
Okay, so watch this. Either you is or you isn't. Which one is it?
Oh
That
man.
don't sound
See,
like
Don't
it
you
is what it is.
dare.
see.
Don't you dare. What's up,
See.
Jacqueline?
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Jacqueline?
Jacqueline.
How are you? What's up?
Okay.
So,
So what?
so I want to just welcome everybody to Man TV. You know, because tonight's topic is mixed signals, and it's gonna be all about women. We gonna dog you women. No, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna dog you women tonight.
You
No, but
know
it's gonna be a good
do
show.
it.
It's gonna, you know, I'm not gonna do
You
it.
know
Chris might
Richard
do
ain't
it.
gonna dog y'all out, but you can expect good old Chris to do all that for you. Don't worry. Ladies,
Yeah,
I'm here. It's my
yeah.
job.
So don't worry. Chris is gonna talk about y'all tonight, and
And
I probably
Jacqueline,
will too.
Richard
Yeah.
will agree with you tonight because you don't agree with me tonight. We're back.
Oh, that's so funny. What's up, Denisha? Hey, thank you for tuning in, Denisha. I hope you have your husband Stafford tuned in as well to the show because you know, you know, you guys, women, often, more often than not, send mixed signals to us men. You know,
Oh,
granted, don't get me wrong. You know, us guys, we can send mixed signals too, but we're not really good at it. You know, we'll just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? We'll be quiet.
look,
You
that brother
know, and
came
we'll
on
let
lying
y'all.
tonight.
What'd you say?
I said, you came on lying tonight, brother. We all give mixed signals. Women are
No,
just
man,
better.
man, shut up. What I'm saying is, no, I know what you're saying. No, for real. Look, at the end of the day, women do send out some mixed signals, like for
Mm-hmm.
real. You
Yeah.
know, I'll see you later, Tony. So Tony had to duck out. Tony had to duck out,
She
Chris.
got out when she could.
Yeah, she got out when she could, but she'll probably turn her camera back on. It's all good, man. Oh, see, here she goes.
Mm-hmm.
See, now she's playing games, sending mixed signals.
Mixed signals. Just hop back in it. Well, what's up, though,
So,
man?
well, you know, how was your week, man? How was everything? How was your week so
Man, my
far?
week been cool, man. But I tell you, we're going to have to do a show on the bullshit that goes on at work. Because at some point, I want to hear all the stuff people got to say. Because the shit that going on
Man,
at my job, I swear. And I'm going to
yeah.
try to make sure I don't say nothing to get me fired or
Please don't.
or to get me blackballed. But damn it. You ever just want to look at somebody and say, you can't be this fucking dumb with a job? You ever
Re-
just really want to say that?
Um, well, not I don't really say it like that. I'll just probably be like, "How did you
No,
get
no,
in
no,
your
no.
position?"
I didn't say it. I said in your head you're thinking it. You can't be this fucking dumb and you got hired here. Like I honestly think they pick some of these people just to bring drama at work.
Yeah, that's a possibility. So maybe we should do a topic on that. Let's put a pin in that one
Put a
because
pin in
you
it.
sound like you got something that you have to get off your chest, man. It sounds like a hell of a week.
No, I got it off
Like
my chest. Don't worry about it.
a
I
little.
got it off my chest.
Oh, so,
And I still
oh,
got
so you.
my job. So I call it a win-win.
I heard that, man. So, of course, you know, if you're just now tuning in, tonight's topic is mixed signals. It's going to be about the mixed signals that us men give women, as well as what women give us men. You know, that's going to be the topic tonight. So, before we really get into the show, we want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank you guys for obviously tuning in right now. And if you're just now tuning into the show to watch me and Chris, share this page right now on your
Share
wall.
it.
Everybody hit the share because we want everybody to tune into this show because it's gonna get real. It's gonna get live. It's gonna get active. It might be funny, might be hurtful at some points. But this is an 18 years and older show. I will say that as a disclaimer.
Oh, because
Because
we haven't
sometimes,
said that, huh?
no, we haven't said that. So I'm going to say that this is an 18 years or older show on
Get your
this
young
show.
ass out of here.
Yeah, right. Take your ass back to Snap. Take your ass back to the Snap. You know? Okay.
Look, but I'm
So,
young too, though. I want to still be young too, so I'm not calling you young like you a kid. I'm
man,
just
shut up,
saying,
Chris. You
baby.
old. You old. You over 18.
I'm not old.
Okay. So, but I want to, of course, before we get started, Chris, I want to thank our sponsors, that keep us moving every single week. They keep us going every single week. We
Mm-hmm.
have, of course, Shades of Africa that keep us going. Make sure you go over to the Hot Topics Talk Radio website to look at all of our sponsors, because there's some good discounts that you'll get. I believe it's like 15%, but don't quote me. I might be putting extras on it, but I'm just saying there's there's some good discounts, and also some a lot of good sponsors. We have Shades of Africa, we have SPMG Media with Gina Smith, we have
Whoa.
Urban Sentinel with Reggie Kearney, and Reggie Kearney is actually one of our hosts on Real World News. They're on Tuesday nights around 5 o'clock Pacific time. And make sure you go over there. And I know that we have a new sponsor.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got a shout out to the new sponsor. Go ahead and give it up for that, Tony. Let us know. Let them know who our new sponsor.
We have a new sponsor. And so and she I think this is like her second or third week with us.
Second week.
And so it's her second week, right? So for more information on our sponsors, go over to the Hot Topics Talk Radio website. That's hottopicstalkradio.com. Check out more information on our sponsors and all that good stuff, as well as you can look at some of our archive shows. And you can go over to the YouTube channel and see all the shows. See, there it is.
Look. Hold on. Before you say it, Tony, put down the drink. We was trying to give you some time to put the sponsor up so we can say the sponsor. Put the drink down and make sure you get the information to us.
Yeah, we did see that. See, she was sending mixed signals, Chris. You know what I mean? She was sending mixed signals. So look, here's the thing. We have FES Protection Plan. So go over there. I believe her name is Stephanie. Go over there and check her out on the Hot Topics Talk Radio website. And she can put together some things and all that type of stuff for you. But also go over to YouTube and look for the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network. Okay? Because, everybody tries to bite Hot Topics and everything like that. But let me tell you, Tony Breedlove has been around for a very long time with The Voice, the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network. So make sure you go over to the YouTube channel, like the channel, and check out some of our old shows and all that good stuff. All right. So now that we got all of everything out the way, Chris,
all the technical stuff.
We got all the technical stuff out the way. Tonight's topic again is mixed signals. What are you really saying? So you and I, we talked like briefly. I would say about maybe 3 days ago about this topic. Because what were you feeling? Because you came up with this topic. So tell me a little bit about it.
Well, you know what I was feeling, man. It's like you have women that are wanting a certain thing but are portraying something else. They want a good man, and they're saying this is what they're looking for, and you have these same women saying, yes, I want a good man. I want a man that treats me right, that doesn't only want to have sex, that wants to marry me and be into me. But then when you go on social media, she got more booty out than her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you got to understand something. For us, we're visual. So it's like if you're showing and representing yourself,
and they know that about us too.
They act like they know about. They know that, but they don't. If they understood that, then they would cover up maybe a little bit more and actually understand that if you're portraying what you really want. So if you're showing yourself in a certain light, then that's what you're going to attract. So my thing is, for all the women that love to show their bodies off all the damn time, I'm talking about it ain't even spring, it ain't summer, it's winter, and you still posing in bikinis. I don't know what you expecting a man to really think of you or how he should see you. And that's basically where I
Ah.
was going with it in the beginning, because I feel like women want to be treated a certain way, but at the same time, they show themselves in a different light. So it's harder for a man to respect a woman, that does stuff like that.
Well, I would I agree that it's easier to disrespect a woman that doesn't respect herself from the standpoint of putting it all the way out there. You know what I mean? But if it's
Hmm.
in the dude to show respect for women, he's going to show respect for women, but I don't think he's going to look at that woman seriously.
But
Like,
why do you say respect though? Because see, you kind of switch what I just said around
well,
when you said
no, I
respect.
didn't. No, I
Because
didn't
because
because
because even that doesn't have to represent disrespecting a woman. But what I mean is, it's a big difference between this man seeing this woman and saying, "Damn, she's beautiful. I want to get to know her," versus looking at how sexy she dresses and saying, "Damn, I want to hit that." You see what I'm
well, that's
saying?
what I'm. No, okay, okay, I see what you're saying from that point. Okay, but even still, I mean, even when you see a woman that's fully covered and everything like that, you still will, you still might say, to
Oh
yourself,
yeah.
"Man, I want to get that." You know what I mean? I mean, I know I I can, I see a woman fully dressed and everything and think in my mind, you know what I mean? The same thing. But I understand what you're saying. It's what are you projecting on social media? Is it aligned with what you're saying to that dude that you really want, basically?
Right.
In
And
life.
not even just to tie it into social media, just within life, just how you carry yourself. I mean, if you're always showing yourself as a sexual person, you can't get mad when a dude actually comes at you in that type of way. Not saying that he should, but what I'm
In
saying
what
is,
way? Give me an example. In
so
what way?
look,
How's it going?
let's go on and make this clear. They got these booty shorts that my daughter will never wear, or her ass will
Okay.
be out of this house faster than anything. But a lot of women are wearing those. But then,
Uh-huh.
okay, she'll get mad if a dude be like, "Damn, girl," or "Shh, girl, damn it."
Oh, like cat
Like
calling?
they'll get mad because a man makes a comment. But you wore those for a specific reason. You wanted some attention when you put them on. So now that you got that attention, now you saying, why guys always got to be so thirsty? What? What type of retarded shit you be drinking? No, I'm being real. I'm just saying that's real talk. What type of retarded shit
Okay.
you be drinking if you always wearing stuff like that, or like the girls that go to the club and they get all nice and fresh and all of that stuff, but then a man will try to dance with them and they're like, "I'm only here with my friends." What?
Mm,
I don't
mm.
know. You're gonna have to help me out with that, because to me that's a mixed signal.
Okay, now let's go a little bit. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let's go a little bit deeper because, like, what I've like seen. I'll give you a good example of like a mixed signal. In recent times, like I have a friend that's been seeing this dude, long term for, a few years now. Like
Mm,
friendships, friends. They've been friends for a few years now. Of course, they uh dive back and forth in the conversations about relationships, and this person has said they have a love for each other,
yeah.
but it's like a long distance type of friendship, and they have a love for each other, but
Okay.
for whatever reason, he hasn't like uh took that step to say, I want you to be my girl,
Okay.
you know now in a way that's kind of sending a mixed signal, because he'll say, look, you're the one I want to, like, I love you, but then I just I'm not ready for you. I'm not ready for you. I'm with, well, no, but then still wants that quote unquote girlfriend experience, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Now that right there is truly, like, in my mind, a mixed signal.
But a mixed
you
signal
know
for who? Him or her?
well, that's a mixed signal for to the girl, to the woman, but
How
then
is
at the
that?
same time, what's that?
How is that? Like, how do
How?
you view? Because my thing is this: you can call
Hmm.
that a mixed signal. I call that being comfortable. He's doing what he's been allowed to do. He's in this relationship for all this time. She hasn't really pushed the issue, so he's enjoying what he
Right.
has. He's not pressing the
Right.
issue.
Or maybe
I
he's
call
just
that a
on
mixed
that,
signal.
like, well, I think maybe it could be fear, like, in my opinion, because I told her, I said, I think it's a little bit of fear, like maybe he feels like you're on another level and he can't really, he can't really, he don't know how to approach you because of where he's from, so that's a whole nother little thing. But at the
Mhm.
same time, it's like, well, it makes her feel like, well, maybe I'm not good enough for him, because why won't he claim me, or why
Right.
won't he do, you see what I'm saying? Now
It
let's go
also
back.
depends on the age too. Because
Right.
I know that certain women, when they get to a certain age, yeah, that's what she could be thinking, because it's more like they feel like they're losing the opportunity to be in a relationship like that as they get towards a certain age. I don't know what that age is, but but
Right.
I don't want to keep ignoring our messages here.
Yeah, because we had two messages come in real quick. Hold on one second. This message right here says, for the record, I say I want all of the above too. Yet, I don't even show side boob online, and I'm still getting overlooked because I'm not sexy enough compared to everyone else on social media. Well, hold on, Maggie. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Now, Maggie says that she's not sexy enough compared to everyone else on social media.
Hmm.
I personally think, I mean, I don't know you, Maggie, but I believe being sexy is something that comes from within. If you feel sexy and you're sexy and all that type of stuff, like forget everybody else. Like forget everybody else on social media, right?
Hey, that sounded
Everybody
so
is,
good.
yeah.
Listen here,
No,
Dr.
let me finish what I'm saying,
Listen
Chris.
here.
Let me finish. No, let me finish what I'm saying. Just be
Okay.
sexy in your own skin, like for real, Maggie. And it says that it's a good thing when a man finds his wife. So you'll
Okay,
find you,
okay,
Mr.
okay,
Right
okay.
second.
Man,
All right, now go ahead, Chris.
I'm dying right
Whatever.
now. Okay,
I don't
Maggie,
care.
let me go on and keep it real with you. Social media is killing y'all women right now. And I'll tell you why it's killing y'all women. It's not killing y'all women because of you, it has nothing to do with you. Because guess what? I have seen you. You are a beautiful woman. But this is the problem, though. Social media, and because all y'all women don't get together and make plans on how you want to portray yourself, you got a bunch of women showing more than what you probably are willing to show, and men are starting to see that on a consistent basis. So it has nothing to do with your sexiness.
Interesting.
It's just he's men are seeing so much now, like it's
Everything is
almost
instant.
right. But at the same time,
Everything is
like,
instant.
look at it like this. How excited did you get back in the day if you saw a side boob, or if you seen a woman's cheeks hanging out her bathing suit? Like you would get super excited. It meant something
No
to you.
doubt.
Nowadays, it's
No,
just another woman. Hell, I can
right.
scroll up my feed right now and probably run into that at least 10 or 12 times
See,
within
I
one.
like what Denisha said.
What
Hold
happened?
on one second, real quick. So Stafford said everyone is guilty of sending mixed messages. I think women play more head games. Oh,
They
okay.
definitely.
Okay, Stafford. If you understand, women want compliments. They want to be seen as beautiful. A
Mm-hmm,
man, a man see things different. Okay. Yeah, that's true. We do
definitely.
see things different. Good point, Stafford. And then Denisha said something too. Can you bring that comment? Okay, sexy is a way of life. It's confident, the way you carry yourself. That's right. You have to have confidence. I agree, Denisha. And then
No,
I
that's
believe there was
real.
another comment that came in too. Thanks, Boo, for the compliment. Okay.
No, but
Maggie.
I'll give you a mixed signal because, like I said, tonight I want to talk about some real stuff. I'll talk about some mixed
Yeah.
signals when a man is dating a woman and he goes over to her house and she cleans up that house real nice and she cooks and all that stuff. Got you thinking she a real good woman. Then you with her for like a few months. Motherfucking house dirty as hell. She don't cook. She eating out almost every single night.
Man.
That's a damn mixed signal. Let me tell you
Well,
something,
yeah, because
fellas.
that's the representative. That's the representative.
Yes, and let me tell you something, fellas. At the end of the day, you get older. Look, you going to keep it real before you go on that first date. Don't show me nothing that you're not gonna do in the next 2 months in the next year. When we go on this date, or if I come to your house, have your house look the way you be having it on a regular. That means don't clean it up. Let me see what you about.
Don't start nothing you can't finish,
Right,
basically.
because that's
Yeah.
a mixed signal. It's like we don't have time for that kind of stuff. It's like, man, I was
Yeah.
even talking to
But
my boy
I think
earlier.
everybody's guilty of that though. I mean, think about back in the day when we were in high school or whatever the case may be, and you had a girl
Yeah,
getting ready to come over. You about to, you're gonna play some music in the background, you're gonna fix up the bed real quick, you're gonna straighten up, or you straighten up before mom comes home. We always used to do and we just take that into adulthood.
Let,
You
let
know,
me explain
people do
something to
that
you.
all the
Let
time.
me explain
People do
something to
that
you.
all the
I
time.
ain't never did that. I'm a clean brother. I like my stuff clean. I like things later. You can do those lips all you want, but at the end of the day, quack
Oh
quack to your duck
man,
lips. I'm a clean
come
brother. I
on,
like my stuff a
man.
certain
No,
way. I don't
I
have
believe you're clean.
drawers and all that kind of stuff laying
That's
around. My
true.
shit
Okay, I
tight.
believe that. I believe that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know if you were like that at 12, 13 years old, Chris.
Let me ask you a
So don't
question.
say you were always.
Why the
Hold
hell
on.
are we
Don't
talking
always
about
say
what
that.
I was at
Don't
12
say
years old?
always.
We talking about
Don't
grown
always
man
say
type
that.
stuff.
Because you talk about, oh, I was always this, always that. All right, so look, moving on. Let's move on, dude.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, so it's some real talk, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I think, whatever, man. So look, yeah, no. So I mean, you're right. You have a good point. You're right. I think a lot of times, people like women, especially, you know, they make it seem like they cook all the time or they do things, or like one of my biggest things, like they do all these things to quote unquote get you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like they
Yep.
will do everything they can, but then all of a sudden they don't do that no more because they're a wife,
Hey.
or they don't do that no more because they're with child or had a child,
Mm-hmm.
or you know, they
Hey,
don't
but
do
watch
certain
this
things
though.
anymore.
But watch this though. And let's just go on and lay it out there. Women,
Lay
we
it
do
out
the
there.
same damn thing. Now the funny thing is, you will show act like you don't want us, and we will chase your ass. We will continue to get flowers, do all type of stuff to
Oh
catch
yeah,
you. And then the
definitely.
moment we get you, we fall off.
Yeah, we're
They go
guilty of
for
that.
men.
Yeah, we're guilty of that. Hold on,
Mm-hmm.
let's see. Latifa Downs says social media takes the challenge out. Insecure women leave nothing to the imagination. The only reason a woman should be half naked on social media is if it's for her profession. Need more classy women. That's true, Latifa. See, Latifa, that's the truth. And that's what I think Chris was saying. You know, we were saying that a minute ago. See, like women need to talk to other women and like really
Right.
let them know, like, you know what? Like showing your titties like that, like that's the trap. Like
Mm-hmm.
why are you sitting here setting a trap? Like knowing damn well you in a relationship, especially if that's your friend. Like if that's your friend, like they need to like stop doing the thirst trap. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm just saying. You
Hold on,
know.
but they
So hold
do
on.
that on the like now. It's like they set these traps just to see how many men will get involved in it and will like and make comments. That's why I don't make comments and stuff, or I don't. You know, sometimes I won't even like it depending on the person because I know what they
Right.
do. It's just I don't know. Like I said, women need to talk to each other.
See,
Period.
I like what Stafford said. I like what Stafford just said. He said everybody gets ready for that woman to come over. That's right. You like the incense. You might put on some good music. He said everybody puts up that
Now
front.
listen here.
That is no.
I
He's
never
speaking
said
real.
nothing about. I never said nothing about getting ready. What I said was, if you a dirty ass person, don't sit up here and clean up your whole damn house, acting like this
No,
is
I
how
want her
you
to clean up
live
the
on a
house.
regular. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying just hell. You made up your bed, but it's still wrinkled on the edge. Just leave it that way. I'm just saying like you shouldn't have to clean up your whole house and then try to portray to this man like, yeah, because this is the way I keep things, and I'm gonna take care of you the same way. But then y'all be together like for months, and then you stop cooking or you stop cleaning up.
But
That's all.
maybe that's one. But maybe that's one of the reasons why some of the women, you know, end up losing that man too, because you know
Definitely.
they didn't consistently, you know, keep it going. So I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Now Latifah says they don't want to hear it. They want that attention. I get more attention not trying than they do trying. And see,
Okay.
that's good. And okay, she's like, look, I get more attention without any effort. Okay, people all up in my DM. They all up in my DM. They trying to let me
Don't
know
put her
what
out
time
there
it
like that.
is. No, so I mean, I understand what you're saying, you know, but at the same time, like that's the truth. Like everybody,
Mm-hmm.
we always put up that our best foot forward. I think what you're saying is that if you're gonna put your best foot forward, keep it forward. Like keep moving forward, keep growing, keep being that person that you presented yourself to be. Because
Just
like
don't
quiet as
act.
kept, yeah, just don't act. Like don't act. I
That's
feel
simple.
that. Yeah, definitely. So you know, of course, go over to the hottopicstalkradio.com website, check out the other shows and everything like that. Check out what we have going on, check out our sponsors and all that good stuff because it goes down on the HotTopicsTalkRadio.com website. And it goes down on Man to Man TV. So make sure you go over there and follow us on Facebook. All right, Man2Man TV. All right.
Hey, watch this though. We got another mixed signal from men when we only text them late at night or call them late at night to see what they doing.
I don't even know if that's a mixed signal. Like back in the day, like I'm not even gonna front, dude. I'm not even gonna front. Like on the weekends, sometime on the weekends, like Friday, Saturday. I would say Saturday, like
Okay.
Friday. I would go rent a room at a like motel or whatever and just chill, just get away. Now, I'm going to send that text out, and you know what I mean? I'm gonna send that text out.
Hey, mama.
Oh man, see why you gotta say hey mama, like, oh hey son, Chris Smith. Okay.
Yeah,
Sherry Berry.
my girl
Okay.
Sherry
What's up?
Berry.
Okay. So, I would send that text out and be like, hey, what are you doing? Come through, whatever.
What's your
We
intention?
all have,
But what is your intentions though?
well, not to just talk.
But see, this the thing. See, ladies, what you just witnessed right now is a typical man. When I said sending mixed signals, I meant from her end. I wasn't talking.
Well, I don't know what. But see, I'm different, man. Like at the end of the day, I was at the end of the day.
You see what that man
long day today. Gonna learn today. At the end of the day, see, I show you where my mind was. Hold on, shake my head. You're wrong, not saying that.
I gotta reel you back into the show, brother. You done stayed back in the hotel room.
Yeah, at the end of the day. Oh man, let's see. Denisha said the things you do to get a woman are the things you must do to keep her. Don't late. What? Don't late night. Okay, see what they are.
Don't late at night, see what. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Don't late night, see what they are. Okay, flowers or wine and dine her if you're not going to upkeep it. No, and that's true, Denisha. That's true. That is very true. You don't start nothing you can't finish.
But let's be honest.
But see, at the same time.
See,
at the same time, though, Chris, because see, some women like here's my thing with women. Some women will like. I had a girl one time. I used to think I had a headache, and she would be massaging me. If I thought I had a headache, I would get a massage.
Man, ain't nothing like a woman that know how to tend to her man.
Right. I used to like low key. If I thought I had a headache, I would get a massage. If I felt like getting one out, it was no question, right? But let's a year down the line of us dating and things like that, shit just changed. Everything changed. Hey, can you rub my shoulders? I don't feel like it. My hands hurt. You start hearing all the excuses and all those things after they get them.
But my thing is this, though.
And maybe that's another topic.
Even when we're dating, most of the time, and like I said, I can't speak for most dating situations, but most of the time, the men have to put in most of the work to kind of get that relationship started. Meaning, he has to take her out on dates. Meaning, he has to make sure to wine and dine her, give her flowers, take her somewhere special. But my thing is this: okay, brother's in, you chose him, he winning. Hey, okay, what do you do now? I'm just saying, like, what is the woman's next move now? What is your role to keep him happy and to keep him wanting to do that? See, I think a lot of times we forget that once a man has gotten the sex already, if you're not doing something special, that sex starts to get old. And at the end of the day, you're not as valuable. I swear. And you said you didn't agree with me a long time ago, but I'm going to go on and say about how
tape record,
depending on when you give us sex, you depreciate. And I'm just gonna say that and be honest with you. I know you didn't agree with that.
Hold on.
The thing is, if you giving up the sex early in the game,
are we gonna go back into why I disagree with you on that one?
Well, let me finish first, and then you can say it.
Okay.
Basically, what I was saying is, if you give it up very early, then you've already pretty much shown him what you have. And if you're not doing anything that special, and sex is all you have to compliment you and just your looks, shit, you're gonna be done in some months. You might even a couple years. And that's why I say you have to be careful when you're giving it up. Because depending on how early you do, you depreciate it yourself. You're like that used car. you ain't worth as much once you came off the lot.
Right. No, and that's true. I mean, and I understand that from that perspective, that is true. In the original context that was used was when the Iceberg Slim wannabe was on the show, a while
You
ago.
still mad at that man?
Yeah, and when the Iceberg Slim dude was on the show, and I'm not mad at him. I respect his opinion. Did I agree with it? No. Because he spoke it from a context of overall women depreciate in value with age and all this other type of stuff.
Yeah,
and,
that was like
it was like he read just the pretext of the book and didn't read the whole book. It's like, come on, man, go back to school. And that was my big issue as far as just trying to come on our show and try to just degrade the women the way that he was trying to do it. And that's why I just completely disagree with that. But in what you're saying right now, yeah. Now, are there those situations where it can be blissful and beautiful if you sleep with somebody on the first night? Of course, there's those rare white unicorn. There's those unicorn situations. So every situation isn't like that. But if you're like seriously trying to date somebody, or you're even trying to be taken seriously, from a man's perspective, we don't look at it the same way women do. Like just because we hit it the first night or whatever, we're not going to look at it like, oh man, I found the woman of my dreams. We're going to be like, man, that was bomb.
Hell
that was dope. Man, we need to do that again.
But watch this, and nowhere in this are we shaming anybody if they give it up early. But the only thing I'm telling you is, and seeing the problem with a lot of women, not gonna say race, but I will say a problem with a lot of women, they think that because their bodies look good, that all they have to do is just come with their looks and that sex, and that's gonna last. And that's why a lot of men will move forward, because you have to spark it up. You got to bring something more to the relationship. The man should always be the one to court you. We know that. That shouldn't have to even be said. But you have to do something to bring a spark to it as well.
Right. Now, hold on real quick. Tracy chimed in. She said something. Go back to Tracy real quick, Tony, please. Tracy Van Rippen. It says, oh, it so depends. It so depends. I want to see which part she was talking about.
She said it mixed signals.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's so depends.
Girl, if you don't tell us what you're really trying to say.
Yeah. Tell us what you mean, Tracy, because we get the comments when they come in and stuff. So I want to see exactly which part, in which context your comment means. And then Denisha, what did your comment say, Denisha? Let's see. Real quick. There we go. As a woman, let's be real. A woman needs to cook, cater, and break him off from the head to the toes. Hold on. Wait, hold on. She's about to start preaching. Hold on one second. Hold on. I need to sit up for this one.
Look at the name. Look at the name. You gotta find that woman.
No. She's you see that hyphen right there, right? You see that? You see that hyphen? Yeah.
Hey, don't let me get beat up. Fall back, fella. Fall back.
Yeah, fall back. Because a smart man took that woman off the market. So hold on. She started preaching real quick. She says, as a woman, let's be real women. Women need to cook, cater, and break him off from the head to the toes. That's
she said, break him off.
Break him off. She said that is our responsibility. But you make a man. Oh, hold on. It start going downhill. Hold on. But you make a man earn it in time. Show your worth. Oh, okay. In time, show your worth. Women need to show the complete package from the intelligence to sexy. Now, you know what? That was well said, Denisha.
Very well said.
That was well said. Like, I wish I had some hand claps. I love it. Oh, what's up, Kenya? Yeah, that was dope, Denisha. That's for real. Yeah, take care of your man from head to toe, because like quiet as kept, if you don't take care of your man from head to toe, trust me, there's some thought from Thought McVille that's going to definitely do it.
Every single time.
Every single time there's somebody that will do something, and vice versa. Us fellas, we got to make sure that we do what we need to do for the women. You know what I mean? Straight up.
I mean, look, and what was interesting, and man, I've been trying to find it this whole time, but somebody had told me something earlier, and I actually kind of low-key agree with it. It said most men are like little boys that never want to grow up, and for the most part, it's kind of true. And what that person meant by that is, we're selfish. We like things our way. We want it. It's ours. It's ours. We're claiming everything. We don't really we work for what we want, but it's for the benefit of ourselves. So at the same time, with knowing that, you have to recognize with how you're approaching a man, it's almost like you have to try to break him of that. And I don't know how to say. I'm really trying to figure out how to say that because I don't mean break him of it, but it's it's
Well,
kind of
you trying
complicated.
to
Like
tell
I'm
these
losing
women
my
how to
thought
train a
right
man or
here,
something?
huh?
It's all right. You trying to tell these women how to train a man? You got to break him of that?
Nah,
Like, I
it's
think,
not that you have to train a man, but you have to understand a man first. So it's
oh,
like
okay.
if you know that a
There
man
you
is
go,
wired
Shug.
like that, what'd you say?
No, Shug said she must satisfy both heads. There it is. I
See, but
agree.
the funny
I
thing
agree
is,
with
we
Shug.
make those comments and we make women feel like that's what we all about. And for
Well,
some men, that's not what
think
we all
about it.
about. That's for
But
some men,
think
that's
about
not
it
what
though.
we're all about. We're all about women
But
that
think,
can.
hold on.
Go ahead.
But think about this for a second. You know, he said satisfy both heads. So he really, I mean, granted, it was crass, but he's talking about, look, you know, satisfy both heads. So we have to have intellectual conversation. You have to know
Right.
what's going on. We have to talk. The conversation has to be bomb. And then you have to satisfy the other head, which is what you just said. Don't be boring. You know, don't just lay there. Don't do all
Yeah.
that. That's real talk. You got to satisfy both heads, like for real. Because if you with a girl right now, Chris, if you were to
hmm
let's forget you're married for a second, but if you with a girl right now and the only thing she offered you was bomb sex, but her conversation was whack, at some point you're gonna get tired of her. At
Now,
some point,
let me ask you a question and see.
yeah.
This is where I pride myself in being different from most cats because if you said her conversation is whack, why would you have even thought I would have been in the bed with her to begin with?
But see, and that's good that you say
The
that.
only time I would ever be
But see,
attracted
that
to
just
a woman
further
is with that
justifies the
conversation.
point. But see,
hmm
that further justifies the point. You have to be bomb. You know, you have to take care of both heads at the end of the day. That just justifies it because you might not just be into the girl sexually. You know, you might look at it like, hey, intellectually get to me. I got to see what your conversation is before I even think about sticking my joystick into
But a
that
lot of
video
guys
game.
is not like that though.
Well, I mean, you know, you never know. You never know.
Most guys ain't
There's
like that. Let's be real.
I don't know because Suge chimed in. You got Stafford talking about word. You got us saying the same thing. So that's four of us right now that are thinking alike. That's four of us right now that are thinking like that. So that I think what happens is there's a misconception, you know, of us guys, I think, where
I
we
agree.
really do want to have good conversations. There's that misconception. And so which further leads these women to start putting out more of this bullshit on the internet, expecting to find a real man like me, you, Suge, Stafford, or you know what I mean? And things like that. But they
Let's
don't
be
find the
real.
real men.
Well, let's be
They
real.
don't
At
find
the
the
end of the
real men.
day, it's almost hard for a man to really talk to a woman. She can be into this man, make signals again. She can be into this man, but she'll play like she's not. So this brother right here is trying to figure out what he can say, how he can grab her attention. And when he does do that, now he has to hold her attention. So it's a lot of pressure for men. And I don't think a lot of women really truly understand that all you literally have to do is get yourself dressed, get yourself looking pretty decent, and wait for the man to come to you. Now I know there are some women out there that are pretty aggressive with it, and I don't know.
I
I
think
don't know if I
women
like
still
that or if I
enjoy good
don't like that.
conversation, man. Women
What?
know within the first few minutes if they want to give a dude some or not, or if they want to sit there and
We
entertain
ain't
the
even
thought
talking about
of being
giving them
that
something. I'm
dude.
just talking
No,
about
but
just giving them pleasure.
hear what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's not that complicated. I think we overthink it sometimes. Instead of just having a regular conversation with that woman, we want to, go into a different part of the conversation.
You a
And
foolish.
then some women will shut us down. That is true. Some women
Yeah.
some women will shut us down. But I think if a dude is just keeping it all the way 1,000 with the woman, if she likes him, she's gonna she's gonna show him a little flavor, and if she doesn't, that's her loss. She needs to get her own thoughts and brain and everything like that together. That's just my opinion. If
Yeah,
she wants
and
to
I
play
hear that.
games, if she's not
I
ready
hear
for a
that
relationship, you
because
know.
at the same time, there are a lot of another mixed signal women that say, "I just want a good guy, somebody that'll treat me good, make me feel good, love me." And then it's like you have those guys around you on a consistent
All the
basis.
time.
It's just not your type. So you play him to the left, and still keep messing with the other cats that dog you out, talking about why every man I get dog me out, but yet you'll ignore the guy that's been trying to give you that attention. And
Well, yeah,
then
because but it goes back to women, man. See, women, man. See, we need to do another topic on that. Women, they get bored easily, just like us men. Women
mm-hmm.
get bored real easy, real
Then
easy.
don't send a mixed signal saying you just want a good man, because that's not what you want. You want the
Yeah,
man you want. You don't want
right.
a good man. You want the man that you want.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Stafford said most men are physical first. If she has no mind, she's not a keeper. That's true. See,
Right.
Stafford. Okay, so Stafford is on point tonight. Stafford
Mm-hmm.
and Denisha's on point. Definitely. So, I mean, at the end of the day, how do we fix this issue of mixed signals? Because earlier we had Latifah, she commented and she was like, look, I get more action, thrown my way and I keep it on. So maybe she should start like a woman coalition, telling these girls like, look, keep your shit on, keep your clothes.
Nah, I mean, it just, like I said, if women want to be respected in a certain manner, more women need to communicate as far as how they need to carry themselves and how they need to present.
So they need to have a women reform? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, they do. A million woman walk, man, a
million woman march?
Yes, that's what they need to have. Not the slut walk.
God.
Not the slut walk. That's not what you should be going to represent for. You need to go to something that's actually beneficial to your own, women. Because like I said, it's too many mixed signals, and this is why men don't respect you as much as they should.
Now see, Latifah just said, she went into the side chicks topic. She said women scared of not getting a man / husband because it's more of us. That's why it's so many side chicks. Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I think there's so many side chicks too, because unfortunately some women, they stop doing what they did in the beginning to get that, to keep that man.
Just call it like it is. They fucking lazy. Just call it like it is.
That's all. Yeah, they're comfortable.
There you go. That's the better word for it. Comfortable.
And they're comfortable. And quiet as kept, some of us guys, we get comfortable too. We don't do all the things. Yeah, we don't open the door.
Before they got with us.
Yeah, no, definitely. We didn't open up the doors, stop looking deep in her eyes, talking to her like boo boo boo. We stopped doing a lot of that stuff too.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens over time. I want to see what Tony has to say. Tony said that she wasn't going to join us on the show, Chris, because I know she's just back there. Tony, come on, turn your camera on for us.
Let me be honest. Put the Henny down. Tony. If I got to put the Henny down during the show, you got to put the Henny down during the show too. I have my Henny after the show.
So real quick, because we have like 17 minutes before we end, Tony. I want to see, like, what are your thoughts about things that we're saying and what some of the comments are coming in. And if you guys don't know, this is Tony Breedlove, our producer of Hot Topics Talk Radio and Man to Man Radio TV. So what's up, Tony? What's up? What's going on?
I agree with some of it. Well, I can say I agree with a lot of it. I mean, I think the key points that I think that you guys made that were completely valued and of me, and I'm sure a lot of other women who are listening, is that a lot of women don't understand that whatever you have done to rope this man in, you have to keep up some of that. Now,
Right.
all of it you can't keep up, because as you age, and I'm speaking for those women who are like my age, but as you age and you now got all of these different responsibilities of a career and like with me, radio shows, and I have a career. I've got all these kind of things going on. Sometimes I cannot keep up with those same things, but you still have to show that that man has and holds a value. Okay, you have to still make it. Yeah. And it's not always about the sex.
Right.
It's not always about the sex. It has to do with making sure he understands that he is appreciated. Your man comes in, and he comes in at the end of his
now,
evening.
Look, I need you to explain it because I can't see her. Why?
Oh God, I can't
every
stand
single time.
No, it's all good. No, I love what you're saying.
Yeah, but as time goes on, sure, things diminish. The sex diminishes, all these different things diminish because now you've matured into your relationship in a way that you didn't have in the very beginning.
Right. A deeper
So,
level of it.
but there's
Okay.
exactly. So now the intimacy and your foreplay becomes something else.
Right.
Okay, in a lot of ways. So it's just all about not only making sure that your man is appreciated, tell him that you appreciate him, show him things that make him know that he's appreciated. And the same way with men. Where the hell did Chris go?
I don't know. He disappeared for a split second. Yeah, he disappeared. He'll be back.
But I think,
Yeah.
but I think that, I agree a lot of what you guys were saying.
Right. I think what ends up happening though, like what's interesting is I love what some of the comments were saying because, like what Latifah was saying, how, she leaves some clothes on and things like that. I wanted to know if Latifah was married or if she's single. Maybe she probably don't want to answer that question, but I wanted to see like what she does, like to still keep her dude. I know that Denisha and Stafford are married, hence the name Evans and things like that. And so they seem like everything is all good, But I wanted to see what Latifah was saying because she was basically saying like, look, my DM is popping in her own little way. She was saying that.
I don't know what she said.
I'm totally putting words in her mouth.
Yeah, you put all kind of words.
I'm putting all kinds of words in her mouth.
But I'll tell you one thing though. I think the thing that could be beneficial for most women and most men is if they don't spend so much time on social media. Like if you don't, because for me, and I felt I feel like if I put too much focus on women, then what does that do for my relationship? What does that do on my life? You know what I mean? Like, am I going to start expecting my woman to be like that? What'd you say?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I said Latifah's engaged. Thank you for answering that question, Latifah.
Yeah.
And can I say this? And Denisha, you wrote such an eloquent comment, but it's so much of it, it's going to take up all of the screen, and I can't put it up.
Oh, Denisha
okay.
Wrote?
So
Denisha wrote.
Yeah, she wrote a long one.
Really, I would love to read it. It's going to cover up the screen.
Because it does, right? But it hides your hosts. So I just want to make sure that you guys understand that. So when you make your comments, sometimes if you don't see me put them up, it's because they're too long, and I cannot hide the host's face. I just can't. But I'm going to do it for this one time.
Yeah, I want to.
But after that, limit your comments.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. Let's see. Mixed signals can be avoided by being real with oneself. Reform needs to happen by everyone. Social media, you can put you are married and men don't care and vice versa. We need to put respect back. Okay, respect back into men and women. Yes, sexiness changes after children, work, and careers, but you must still try to be sexy, and it's hard when you're tired and comfortable in your relationship. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard at times. I see what.
And that's basically what I was saying just a moment ago.
Yeah.
Because as time goes on, I mean, we can laugh and we can joke or whatever about, you got to give it up like you used to and all that. No, yeah. Okay. Get to my age, right?
Well, I think, but see, like I think when you get older, I think you find so many different other ways, like to love your mate. You know what I mean? If you've been with somebody for a long time, you definitely find other ways.
There's a big priority shift. There's a huge priority
It is, shift. But I also think the definition of sexy is a little bit different too.
It's different.
So it's like for me, sexy to me is more so just watching you put in the effort. Just seeing that you're doing little things to impress me. That's sexy to me. I'm going to respond to that. But I'm like, if you sitting up here just eating and sitting on the couch and all that kind of stuff, complaining about being fat, get your ass out of here. You are fat. No,
crazy, man.
No, I'm just playing. No. But I'm just saying, like, if you put in that effort, and this is the thing, and it goes back to what I said earlier. You're not acting. You're being who you are, and who you are should be the best representation of yourself, meaning you should always want to look and be the best. And I think
Yeah.
sometimes we lose sight of that because yes, we do have kids and we do have all type of activities. And like I said, it's not just a shot to women on that because, like I said, a lot of men are guilty of that. Hell, I've been guilty of that before. I'll be having to
I
get my
have
ass
too.
back in the gym. I look up, and I'm got to do something about that because you can't
Yeah.
lose that.
I mean,
But
we all
everybody has
get
to be
comfortable
mindful.
at some point. But
Mhm.
everybody goes through that being comfortable, and see, that's why I'm glad you chimed in, Tony, because you said something that was interesting. I think if we can show each other the value, how men can, we need to be appreciated. Even women, we got to show that value. But in that, it I think maybe sometimes so many people will send mixed signals because if they show that they have too much value, that other person might not even appreciate it or even understand it. So they have that protective guard. So maybe
Mhm.
that's where the mixed signals come from.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and I want to go back because I think it was Chris that was saying that when you first start dating someone, they're cleaning up the house and they're making it extra spick and span and sparkly,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's right. See your face in the table. Not all the
Um,
cup stains on from the table.
I can't remember because of all the comments, but there was someone who had said that, when you are in that dating phase, or I'm just paraphrasing, when you are in that very initial dating stage, you're trying to do something that is most impressive
Absolutely.
for the person that you are trying to date and trying to get to know and hopefully building into a relationship.
Yeah.
Things do fall off, but I get it because if
No,
you
don't get it.
are, I
Don't
get
get
it. I get it
Tell them
to
to
a
stop
point.
that shit.
No, I get it to a point of wanting to impress. However, but if you're a clean woman, you're a clean woman.
That's true. If you're a
If,
dirty
if
woman, you're a dirty
you're a
woman.
dirty woman,
I don't know.
a dirty man, you're a dirty man. So no amount of trying to be impressionable with you sparkling up the tables and the floor and all of this is going to last. It's not. So I think that, and this is for everybody. I'm not saying that it's women or just men, but get in the habit of making sure that everything is in sync and it's in its place. And
Yeah.
then you don't have to go through all of that.
No,
So-
that's true.
And that's
Everything
all
has
I
a
was saying. That's all I was saying. It shouldn't have to be a make up a whole new crib just to act like you somebody that you're not. It should just be if you
Yeah.
straighten up something.
But
just to keep it
we
clean.
all have been guilty of that. That's what I'm saying. We all have been guilty of making sure it's a little extra clean.
Well, you want to be able to. Well, that's okay. That is okay. But
Yeah.
don't take extra clean to just down in the dumps, ready to put your whole house in the refuge. And take it to the junkyard.
Like,
You can go from one extreme to the other and think that it's not going to be noticed.
right.
Yeah. No,
You
that's
just
true.
can't.
That's true. That's right. So let me ask you, Tony, because you basically said your like final thoughts on this, and I appreciate that, because you chimed in like perfect time, which was good, and so I want to go to Chris and ask Chris, and thank you so much for coming in because you always eloquently give that beautiful woman perspective. I appreciate.
I didn't say not one curse word.
Hey,
Damn it.
so basically what he told
You
you,
didn't say one.
that was your final thought. I want to do more talking, so I'm gonna let Chris get his out the way so I can finish out the show and get the rest of the talking. Tony, have a good night.
Yeah, that's exactly what
You're not
I
gonna
said.
get a final thought. That was your final thought. Have a good night.
Thank you, Tony. Turn your camera off. No, just oh man.
Oh my God.
Nah, I'll be honest.
Tony.
I'll tell you. I guess my final thought is gonna be, I don't know. It just seemed like the last couple years I just been getting comfortable with just who I am and how I do things and how I say things. And I feel like I don't know why I wasn't living my life like this the whole time. I feel like we have to be more honest with each other. Say what we feel, but be respectful. Know how your delivery should come. But I think
Right.
everybody should just be more honest with what they feel, because I feel like we spend too much time trying to portray something, and them motherfuckers don't even care anyways. They still treat you like shit. So it's like, why are we going
Man.
all this
Yeah.
extra way and the extra mile to do all of this? And the person might turn around and still dog you out. My thing is,
Yeah.
be you, love you, and just don't portray nothing. Just say what you have to say. Forget those mixed signals, ladies. If you like a man, tell the man. He ain't got time to be trying to get to your Da Vinci Code. Every brother don't know how to solve puzzles. Some brothers don't even know how to read. So stop giving them all that
Wait,
damn hard
don't know how
work.
to read.
They're saying, hey, this ain't homework. Let
What's
that
up,
be. Just tell that man
Chris?
how you feel. He don't want to go back to school. Shit. So anyways, like I said, just in closing on my end, just be real, be yourself, say what you feel, and watch how better you'll feel about yourself and how better your life will get. Church.
I heard that. I heard that, man. So Tony.
He gonna let you talk again.
I respect what you're saying. Now, no, real quick. I'm thankful that you came in. And did you have anything else to say before we close this out, Tony?
What a gentleman. He is such a gentleman and a scholar.
Yes, absolutely. Oh man.
Tony, take up the rest of the 4 minutes and don't give him shit. It'll teach his ass. Hey, it'll teach his ass about fucking with you.
I will not. This is not my show. Now on my show, oh, I can take it up. I can talk. But it's not my show.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm
Say
just
what you
saying,
gotta
like,
say.
do you have any final thoughts, though, Tony?
Why do you keep egging me on?
You know, go ahead, baby girl. Hey, talking to the mic, Tony. Go ahead, talking to the mic. Go ahead. There you go. Yep. There you go.
This is the conversation we was talking about. Y'all women need to have with us. You see how she turned it nice and gentle. She didn't snatch. Like I'm done.
That's a whole other conversation, y'all. Hey, but no, with all seriousness, man. Hey, this was a good show. This was fun. Like, I love the fact that we had some good participation from the audience. You know, thank you guys so much for commenting. Denisha, Stafford, Latifa, Maggie. I haven't seen that name before, so Maggie, thank you so much for tuning in and your comments. Let's see, who else did we have? Of course, Mr. Shug. We had a lot of people that chimed in tonight. Tracy Van Rippen, she chimed in. Kenya, she chimed in tonight. So thank you guys so much, really for checking out the show, laughing at, and joining me and Chris's shenanigans on what we talk about. Make sure you guys tune in next week. What's that?
That man said shenanigans.
Yeah, our shenanigans. Yes, listening to our shenanigans. Now, you know how it is, Chris. We have fun, man. We have fun no matter what the topic is. If it's real serious, if it's comical, we have fun on the show, man. And so I want to thank you guys so much. Like, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for sharing the show, letting your friends know about the show, commenting and participating on tonight's show. If you guys have some topics that you want us to talk about and you guys just want to go in on about, let us know. Go over to our Facebook page, Man to Man TV, man, the number 2 Man TV, so that we can talk about it. Because we'll give you a man's perspective. Me and Chris, we don't always agree on everything. Some things we do. No, I wouldn't say we never agree. We do agree on a lot. We do agree on a lot, but we do disagree a lot too. And so I just want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight, on this show tonight, because, the only way we can do better is to talk about it. For real. Like, us men, we're not perfect, but y'all women, y'all not perfect either. Y'all got your flaws too. See, y'all put makeup and all that type of stuff to cover.
Don't go there, because you know how I feel
I'm just
about
saying.
that.
They got their little secrets and stuff.
Mixed signals. You left the club. All right. No. Yeah. Mixed signals. You left the club with Beyonce. Woke up with Whoopi Goldberg. Let's get it. Mixed signals.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's real. Hey, but look, you guys have been watching Man to Man TV tonight with me, Richard Hall, and Chris Smith. We thank you guys so much. And thank you so much, Tony, for keeping us live. Make sure you guys go over to the HotTopicsTalkRadio.com website. Check out our sponsors. Check out all the other shows, Real World News on Tuesdays and Hot Topics on Wednesdays, only on the Hot Topics Talk Radio network. All right. So make sure you go over to the YouTube page, like it, Facebook, like it, share it, post it, talk about it, all that good stuff. And if all remains the same, we'll see you next Thursday at 7 o'clock Pacific time. We love y'all. See you later on.
Night.
Have a good week. All right, y'all. Peace.